It's quite simple. Rammstein, top 10, my choices, roll the music. Hello, welcome back. And back here finally with another top 10. I know you guys seem to enjoy these things, and a lot of you have been waiting for the Rammstein one for a while now. Like, you seem quite excited for this one, so I'm happy to finally do it. With Rammstein finally getting set to release their first album in 10 years. I think this is a nice start to the year, a nice build up to the album. Rammstein have never, in my opinion, made a bad album. And this was a very hard list for me to put together. Rammstein are one of those bands that I hold in very high regard, and I expect very good things from the new album. So I will be judging that harshly when it comes out. So let's get straight into the list so that you guys can disagree with it as soon as possible, like you always do. After all I've given you. Number 10, Mutter, meaning mother, off the album of the same name, of course. I always found this to be a hauntingly beautiful, though fucking dark, song that I keep coming back to. Apparently both vocalist Till Lindemann and guitarist Richard Crisper both acknowledged that this song is inspired by both of their unhappy relationships with their own mothers. It's quite a dark song, and it has a lot of themes in it that are not dissimilar to Frankenstein. It tells of a child who is born to an experiment and therefore has no real bond with the mother. The child plans to kill the non-mother and then itself afterwards. This is all recreated perfectly in the video that accompanies it as well. Rammstein videos are art in themselves and highly, highly worth checking out. I've decided to recite all of the lyrics in English, or at least the most obvious translations of them. I could do it in German easily. Mutter, Mutter, there you go, easy. I could not lick the nipples, and no foal to hide inside. No one gives me a name, made me in hate and without sperm. To the mother that never born me. I swear this night I will give you a disease, and after that I will sink it in the river. Kids, you give them everything and they just turn their fucking backs on you. Till's vocals on this just sound absolutely amazing, as they always do. His huge baritone voice fits the song, and indeed the band, perfectly. Like a lot of their songs, this has a real darkness to it. They never mind exploring. It's also one of the reasons why I love this band so much. Mutter, number 10, incredible song. At number 9 I've got Hafisch from Liebe, alle, da. The English translation of this is Shark. This song starts out with a great keyboard piece courtesy of Christian Lorenz, also known as Flake. It's just a catchy as hell, almost poppy song. Some people think the shark refers to the band, whereas others think that the shark refers to the fans. Well, I think it's about the band, possibly about the trials and tribulations of being in a hugely successful band and having to put a brave face on things when maybe not all is going as well as people seem. Or maybe not. Und der Hafisch durch hat Tränen, und die Larven vom Gustich. Doch die Hafisch left im Wasser, so die Tränen sich war nicht. I gave it a go. And the shark that has tears, and they run from the face. But the shark lives in water, so no one see the tears. If you haven't seen the video for this one, do. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Hilarious video, as a lot of theirs often are. They either have incredibly dark, disturbing videos, or they really have fun with it. An alien concept to me. At number 8, another one from Liebe, alle, Ich tu dir weh, which translates as I hurt you. This song is another perfect example of why I think so many people have fallen for this band. Lindemann's vocals on this are absolutely glorious, and because I don't know what they mean until I translate them, or more likely other people translate them when I just go online and look at it, you kind of end up making up your own song, and his voice almost becomes like another instrument. I was immediately taken by how dark and sinister this song is, but also there's this beauty that pervades it as well. Upon translation, however, I think this song is pretty much about sadomasochism. You're only alive for me. I put medals into your face. You are entirely devoted to me. You love me because I don't love you. I saw one interesting theory on this. Let me read this one out so I don't get it wrong. People say that it may be the soul or life singing to the body of the person. Basically, that you have to sacrifice some part of your physicality for your life or soul. Personally, I think it's about some kinky sadomasochistic shit, but sometimes it's best not to know. Amazing song though. Next up we have Rammstein, and there's no way that I couldn't include this song. I think the literal translation of this is battering ram, or more specifically a stone battering ram. This song in particular was actually written about the Rammstein air show disaster of 1988, I think it was, though that Rammstein is spelt with one M. At the time of the disaster, it was one of the worst in history. Apparently the Italian display team had a mid-air collision which resulted in the deaths of 3 pilots, 67 spectators, and 350 serious injuries resulting from the explosion. Rammstein. A sea of flames. Rammstein. Blood is coagulating on the asphalt. Rammstein. Mothers are screaming. Rammstein. The sun is shining. I think the subject matter of this goes some way to explaining the real coldness of this song. It just, there's a starkness to this, a mechanical cold nature that is just very haunting to listen to. You can completely understand why director David Lynch was completely fascinated by this band and included this song on the soundtrack to his film Lost Highway. A seriously heavy song that always feels uneasy to listen to. There's also been a lot of debate over the years as to whether the name of the band is actually named after the same incident, though the band themselves, after gaining much popularity that is, say that this is not the case, and actually the name came from a giant doorstop, also called a Rammstein, and this is again spelt differently. A band who are as controversial as Rammstein are, and have had to defend themselves in so many ways, the idea of them having to shy away from that name, I don't know whether that works or not, but they say it doesn't come from the Rammstein disaster. So at number 6, one of the first appearances from the album Rosenrot, Mann, Gegen, Man, meaning man against man. The riff in this is just heavy as hell, just such a good song, really heavy. A lot of people have tried to say this is a homophobic song, whereas from my understanding it's completely the opposite. I am the corner of all rooms. I am the shadow of all trees. No link is missing in my chain when lust pulls from behind. My sex calls me a traitor. I am the nightmare of all fathers. One of the things that I love so much about this band, despite the Nazi allegations that have been thrown at them and the right-wing politics and all the rest of it, when you actually break down a lot of their lyrics, they're actually coming from the left. In fact, their song Links 234 is pretty much saying that their heart beats left. Also, anyone who may question where the band are coming from should check out the video. I think any band who are homophobic would probably not make a video such as this one. They've gone on record to state that they're all heterosexual, but I think it's pretty clear they don't have any issue with gay people. Awesome song, heavy as hell, great. Next up at number 5, we have the title track itself, Rosenrot, translated as Rose Red. This one starts out with a really heavy bass riff, courtesy of bassist Oliver Rydell. I love this song, fucking plain. I really enjoy this song a lot, and I think that the Rosenrot album is truly one of the most underrated. Not their best by any stretch, but a very underrated album. There's some great stuff on that. I think I'm gonna have to read a few bits out here to make sure I don't fuck them up any more than I should do. The song itself was inspired by a poem by Johann Wolfgang von Goethe called Heiden Rosalyn, combined with another story by the brothers Grimm, Schweinbecken and Rosenrot. I can do German. The Rammstein version tells a story of a man who climbs a mountain to pick a rose to win the favour of a lady girl woman. He's so consumed with winning her over that at one point he loses his grip and falls off the mountain to his death, while the girl survives. A girl saw a little rose, it bloomed there in bright heights. She asked her sweetheart if he could fetch it for her. She wants it, and that's fine. So it was, and so it will always be. She wants it, and that's the custom. Whatever she wants, she gets. The video explores a similar theme, but in a typical, much darker way, albeit Rammstein. The band, who are portrayed as clergymen, arrive in a village, and Till Lindeman's character is seduced by a much younger girl, and he falls for her in a big way. Basically, she requests that he kill her parents, which he ends up doing. She persuades him to do it, and after he's done it, she turns on him, and the entire village get together and burn him at the stake. Once again, the male doing the female's bidding, and coming out pretty fucked for doing it. Fantastic song, great story, inspired and dark, twisted video, and yeah, just another great Rammstein song. Awesome. In at number 4, my only pick from Sensucht, and it has to be Du Hast, meaning you have. Although apparently Hast with one S means have, whereas Hast with 2 S's means hate. So a few people have debated the lyrics, but by all accounts it's you have. There's absolutely no way I couldn't have this on the list. The riff is absolutely pure Rammstein, and the drumming of Christoph Schneider is just industrial. It's such a signature part of the Rammstein sound. Sounds absolutely glorious. Totally infectious, dark, heavy, industrial. Once again, as with a lot of their songs, there's some debate as to what the lyrics exactly mean, but I think the most common way of looking at it is actually a play on wedding vows. And I'm guessing that at the time of accepting marriage, the man thinks otherwise. Here's the entire song translated into English, so you guys can decide. You have me. You have asked me. You have asked me, and I have said nothing. Do you want until death separates you? To be faithful to her for all days? No. Do you want until death which could separate? To love her even in bad days? No. I think it's pretty clear what the lyrics mean, but there has been some debate. And possibly there is other meanings. They are quite a deep band after all. But yes, number 4, Do Hast. No way I couldn't have this song on the list. Absolutely amazing song, and always goes down great live. In at number 3, Teil, from the incredible Reise album. And Teil means my part. This song is so fucking heavy, and I love the riff so much. It's just absolutely incredible. There's not a huge amount of difference between how much I love all of these songs, to be quite honest. Again, doing a top 10 list is kind of a bit of a silly thing in many ways, but you have to do them, don't you? And it's something to do. Gives me a video, you know what I'm saying? Till's vocals on this song and this album in particular, I think, are some of his best. His voice on this album is absolutely amazing. In a band that's renowned for doing dark, disturbing songs lyrically, this one really is up there. This one is based on the Armin Maiwi's cannibalism case. A lot of you will probably be familiar with this one. He basically put an advert out online. I think there was a chat forum or something called the Cannibal Cafe. This was answered by Bernd Jürgen Armando Brandes. Basically, the two men met up, had dinner together, and consensually, Maiwi's cut off Brandes's penis. And the plan was to both eat it together. And indeed, Brandes totally being eaten. There are some fucking weird people out there, man. Even more gruesomely, this was all filmed over a period of 4 hours as Brandes slowly passed away from blood loss. And I think in the end, Maiwi's actually slit his throat to kill him. Again, all of this was completely consensual. He agreed to do all of this. He is obviously in jail now, but it did, I seem to remember, muster up quite a bit of debate. What happens when somebody consents to this sort of thing? And it was, you know, I think it was obvious that he had done that. But yeah, you can't do that shit. The dull blade, good and proper. I'm bleeding heavily and feeling sick. Although I have to fight to stay awake, I keep eating while in convulsions. It's just so well seasoned and so nicely flambéed and so lovingly served on porcelain, and with it a good wine and gentle candlelight. Yeah, I'll take my time. You've got to have some culture, because you are what you eat, and you know what it is? It is my part. No, my part. No, because that's my part. No, yes, it's my part. No. A truly horrific tale that could only be given justice by a band like Rammstein. It's an amazing song though, despite the obviously gross lyrical matter that it's based on. This is an absolutely outstanding Rammstein song, and one that only they could truly do justice to. For my number 2 pick, I've picked Reise, from Reise. Translated, apparently this means journey, though a few people have said that it could also attain to an old sailor's wake-up call of arise, arise. I absolutely love this song. Till's voice on this is absolutely epic. Truly one of his best performances ever. Never get sick of hearing this song. Translated literally, the chorus goes thus. Arise, arise, seaman, arise. Each does it in his own way. One thrusts the spear into a man, another then into a fish. Some have speculated this may be full of double entendre, pointing out homosexual sailors, whereas others have said it's about the Japanese flight 123, where a Boeing 747 crashed just after 12 minutes of flight, killed 520 of the 524 passengers on board. And this would also actually match up with the cover art of the album, which is basically a black box flight recorder, which is actually orange. I think there's even rumoured to be parts of the recording of the black box in the song as well. I've not really, I never really noticed that before, so I'd have to go back and check it out at some point. But yeah, dark stuff in that case. As I stated earlier, one of the great things for me as a non-German speaker is kind of the not knowing. I like the ambiguity of the songs. Till's voice once again sounds absolutely stunning on this song, and This song is an absolute masterpiece and one that I could listen to any day of the week. Reise, number 2. Before you all start whinging, I'm going to do a bit of a countdown of my honourable mentions. From Herzelied, I've got Seaman and Du riechst so good. From Sensucht, Engel, Teil, Buch dich and spielt mit mir. From Mutter, Ich will. Links 234, Mein Herz brennt. Feuer freu. And also Rein, raus. From Reise, Keine Lust, Loss, which is probably one of the heaviest acoustic songs ever. America, Moscow, Morgenstern, Stein um Stein, and Ohne dich. Reise, I think it has to be said, is one of my favourites of theirs. From Rosenrot, we've got Benzin, and from Liebe, alle, Rammstein, and Pussy. So, my number 1 pick is Sonne, meaning sun. Now, I was very tempted to put Reise as my number 1 pick, but this song will always have a special place in my heart. It was the very, very first song of theirs I ever heard, and video, and I was hooked on the song immediately, went out and got the album straight away, and pretty much just loved the band right from the very beginning. I believe I had this free on a VHS cassette back in the His A. I think came with a Metal Hammer magazine, had the Sonne video on it, and yeah, what a glorious video that is as well. Snow White themed drug abuse. Apparently this song was originally titled Klitschko, after the boxer Vitaly Klitschko. I think they were writing it for his intro music when he came into to box, of course. And it kind of makes sense because there is a pummeling, repetitive punch to the face nature to the industrial riff on this. Apparently one of the things that remained as well was the countdown in it, which was supposed to mimic a ref, I guess, counting down a knockout. This song kind of encapsulates everything I love about Rammstein. You got that heavy industrial riffage, the solid drums, the great bass playing, and of course Till Lindemann's incredible vocals. His vocals on the chorus on this song always sends a shiver up my spine. I'm not totally sure what the song's about. As I said, there's the boxing reference, which seems the most logical one, but there's also people who've said that it references the bombing of Hiroshima. Then of course you can apply the drug references from the Snow White video, and I think read somewhere it's also got something to do with is it the nationalist flag? Maybe, I'm not sure. Hier kommt die Sonne, hier kommt die Sonne. Sieste Holste, Stern van allen. Here kommt die Sonne. Don't do the German, Ben, you can't do it. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. She is the brightest star of all. Here comes the sun. Once again, not entirely sure what the song is about, but I couldn't care less, to be quite honest. It was my first introduction to the band. What an introduction it was, and still is. I still absolutely love this song to this day. Pretty sure I always will. So there you have it, my top 10 Rammstein songs. I'm sure you guys will have differing opinions, so please make sure you leave comments down below with what your list is. I will be back on Friday with my review of Soilwork's Verkligheten album, and also I'll be looking at the Ginger Micro EP. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, and if you haven't already, check out my second channel, Free to Be Positive, which is all about positive mental attitude and all that sort of shit, so you know, whatever.